Welcome back. This one we're going to talk about blackball rules. So we have world rules, international rules, and now blackball rules. So I'm going to go through, I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm going to go through some of the important rules, just if you're starting off or if you're not sure. Hopefully this video helps you out, and thanks to Coda for helping me out too with a few of the questions. So we'll get straight into it. Blackball rules. Off the break, when you break the balls, 2 balls have to actually pass the imaginary line and not 3. So, something like this, when I break the balls, 1, 2, 3, possibly this one as well. These didn't split, but I had 2 balls that crossed that imaginary line. So that's a fair break. So what happens if we break the balls and it's not a fair break? 2 balls don't pass the imaginary line, or 2 balls aren't potted. So let's just say we hit the pack, something happens, we've got 1 ball cross the line, and we have the second ball didn't actually cross the line. So if I put it down there like that yellow ball didn't pass. So it's a foul. It has to pass that imaginary line. And you can see here, it hasn't passed it. So it's a foul break. So in this situation, we can play from where the white ball is here. We can have our free visit, which means I can play this ball, I can open up the pack, I can do whatever I like, and then start from there. I can get my 1 free shot out of the way. Or, if you don't like the situation and the way the balls have landed, you can opt for a re-rack. So, re-rack, and then you can then break the balls. So you break the balls. What a great break. And no matter what happens on that break, that's your free visit. And then after that, whether you get a ball in or not, you can then start playing the frame out. So remember, you get that 1 free shot off the break, whether you get a ball in or not, that's your free visit, and then you can continue. So there are your 2 options on a foul break. So after the break, if I get down and knock in a red ball, and I knock in a yellow ball as well, I'm not on reds like in other rule sets. It's still actually open table. So you got to remember that. You have to pot either red or yellow, and that's it. If I pot a red ball and a yellow ball, it's actually still open table. So I could have done something like that and then play a red or a yellow and then be on that nominated colour. Are there total snookers? Yes, there is. So if I'm on red balls, knocking that, and I can't see my red at all, then I can call a total snooker, and I don't have to hit a cushion after contact. So this would be okay if I call total. All right. In other rules, like international rules, you always have to hit a cushion, but in blackball rules, it's actually like world rules, so we don't actually have to hit a cushion. But if I could see a slim edge of that red, then it's no total, and then after contact, I would have to hit a cushion, whether it's the white ball or an object ball. So I have to hit it harder, like that. 1, 2, 3. That's still legal, so I'd actually have to hit it harder. So remember, total snookers are welcomed in blackball. So what happens if you foul in blackball rules? Well, you don't get 1 visit, you get 2, but only for 1 shot. So your first shot is called the free shot, which means you can hit any ball on the table. You can hit the black, but you can't knock it in. Okay, so that would be obviously loss of frame. So in this situation, if my opponent has fouled and I'm on red balls, I have 1 free visit, and then whatever I do after that, whether I pot my red ball if I hit their yellow or I hit the black, I've only got one shot, and then I carry on like normal. Okay, so in this situation, I can have ball in hand and then have my one free visit and then continue on as normal, or I can play it as it lies. So for example, something like this, if I'm on reds and my opponent's fouled, I would use my one free visit to do something like this, and then I'm back to normal again. That's it. So I can then play the red and then win the frame from there. So you can do something like that, you know, or if that's there like this, you know, you can have ball in hand, come down over here, and then play something sort of like that, and then play the same thing. So that one free visit is actually very handy, so use it wisely. Skill shots. Now this is interesting. So in this situation, if you play the skill shot red onto yellow and your ball doesn't drop, it's a foul. So make sure when you're ever going for a skill shot that you knock your ball in as well. Otherwise it's a foul. It's a foul. Your opponent then gets ball in hand behind the line and their one free shot, or they get to play it from here, their one free shot, and then continue on. But remember, it doesn't carry. So on your free shot, if you pot a ball, that's only one free shot, and you've only got your normal chance after that. So your free shot doesn't carry. That's it. But if we play something like this, so you'll see in this situation, if I go to play the skill shot and the red ball goes in, then we're all good. So just make sure if you're ever knocking your opponent's ball that you pot your own ball as well. Otherwise, you'll be turning over the table, it's a foul, and they get their one free shot, and away they go. The last one, it's actually quite interesting, this one. You can actually play a skill shot to finish the frame as well. So if I'm on yellows, I can actually knock in the yellow like this, and knock the black ball in, and I win. You can also do this. If the 8 ball's there, someone's put the 8 ball over the pocket, and your ball is there, and I've potted my last ball, so something like this. I'm still on yellows here. For me to win from here, I can play a skill shot. I can play yellow onto the 8 ball, knock in the 8 ball, but my yellow has to follow it in for me to win. So something like this. That's actually legal. So blackball rules have a few different, they got a few different tweaks here or there compared to other rules. Tell me what you think. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Which rule set do you think is better? World rules still, international rules, or blackball rules? It's very interesting, I'll tell you that. So I'd be keen to hear your thoughts. Leave them in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching. Cheers.